Hello, everyone. I told you guys I was going to go live on Raw because I have a feeling that tonight the titles are going to change hands. So I'm here just in case. I did see too that they're recording next week's Raw tonight, so of course we're gonna get spoilers on Twitter again, but I was not aware that they were doing that. There they are. Will they walk out tonight tag title champions or not? To be determined. I just have a feeling that they're going to win. What is Raquel's little vendetta against Carlito? Leave Carlito alone. Justice for Carlito. What's Gunther going to say? He's just so serious all the time. I mean, I know that's his character, but I just feel like he's too serious. I think Seth is going to turn heel soon. I don't know how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen, but I feel like we're going to get heel Seth back, which I'm not disappointed in because I think we need to make the heel roster stronger. So I think that would be good. I really thought Dom was going to win this. They've just been pushing Judgment Day so much. I was like, all right, this is Dom's chance, but I was wrong. War Games. I feel like we already knew that. All right, do you think Damien gets the title back or do you think Gunther keeps it? I could definitely see Damien winning again. I would prefer if Damien won. I didn't want Damien to lose in the first place. I did see where Seth said there's a lot of faces right now, and I have to agree with him. I think we need more heels on the roster. I think there needs to be just a little more depth on the heel side. Hello, everybody joining on TikTok. We're on TikTok and Twitch as well. We know. I think Damien deserves it too. I was a little sad that he won, or he lost in the first place. He made a really good champion. Right now, Gunther is on the mic. There's not a match going on, but Gunther's talking about his match against Damian Priest, which we just saw is going to be at War Games, which I think everybody expected. Well, then he's going to come out and you can say it to his face. I feel like Gunther needs to lose and then have like a little bit of a character change. I feel like his like serious character is good, but it just needs a little more like depth to it. Say it to my face. Ooh. Ooh. Damien's coming for the throat. I have a gut feeling Damien will win at War Games. I hope so. I think Damien needs the title back. And then I think that sets up Damien and Finn at WrestleMania because Finn said he was coming for him when he least expects it. So that would set that up really good. Ooh. Damien's getting under his skin. I like the idea of Finn and Damien at WrestleMania too. I mean, it makes sense because Finn obviously wanted the title when Damien had it, and then he said he was going to come for him when he least expects it. So that would just set up that storyline, and we could finish it all up at WrestleMania. I think that would be very good. Hey, wrong. I would be interested to see Gunther as a face. It would be. It's one that, like, I don't know if he could pull it off. So it's one that it could go like really, really well for him, or it could go really, really bad for him. But I think I would like to see a change in his character. Oh, here he comes. So are we gonna get Priest and Ludwig Kaiser tonight? I feel like that's what this is setting up for. Will it though? Oh, is Ludwig gonna turn on Gunther at War Games? That would be interesting. Oh. Shut him up real quick. I feel like with that segment, we're going to get Ludwig turning on Gunther, and Gunther is going to have a face turn after War Games. Like, that just gave me that vibe. He is not happy with him, that's for sure. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like Damien like just fits the part of a champion. I don't think Io's gonna beat Liv, but I'm glad she won. I want to see more of her in the ring. Oh, Dakota Kai! It's so good to see her. I'm so glad she's back. Yes, Dakota Kai. I hope she stays healthy because I want to see more of her in the ring. I really like Dakota Kai. I still hate the name Pure Fusion Collective. Like, we could have got such a better name. I don't know what it would have been, but I just don't like Pure Fusion Collective. I feel like that's just a terrible name. Let's do it. The Royal Rumble is one of my favorite PLEs. Are you talking about Gigi Dolan? She was in NXT, but I haven't seen her in a little while, so I don't know if she got hurt or what's going on. Who are some people that you think are going to come back for Royal Rumble? I definitely think with it being in Indianapolis, Pat McAfee's going to participate for sure. I mean, that's his town, so I think he's going to participate. I think Logan Paul will come back. And I think Charlotte and Alexa Bliss will be back for the women at Royal Rumble. I'm also curious if that's when Becky comes back or if she comes back before then. But I miss Becky. I want her to come back. I think Charlotte Flair will return at Royal Rumble 2. I think that makes the most sense. Raw's on USA Network. Yeah, Damien did call Gunther scared, and I think Gunther is a little scared. I think he thought he was inferior to everybody, and then Cody beat him. So now I think he's rattled a little bit. And hopefully that means Damien's going to beat him at War Games. Yeah, I think Gunther's definitely rattled, which I think is playing into the storyline. I think he's going to be rattled, and that might be an end for Damien to win. Like I said, I hope so. I'd like Damien to win and then go on to face Finn at WrestleMania. I think that would be a very, very good match. I love Royal Rumble just because usually we see a bunch of people come back, some of the older ones, and so it's just really like a cool match. I don't know. It's just such a cool match. That's such a good reason to love Royal Rumble. It's always those memories that really mean the most. Cena and Gunther, that would be good too. I didn't think of that one. I kind of want to see Cena and Randy or Cena and CM Punk. But I also really want to see Randy and Cody. So take your choice, I guess. Cena and Rock would be good too. I think Rock and Roman is probably what we're gonna see it at WrestleMania, or at least that's what I'm hoping for because we kind of got teased with that last year, and then everything got changed. So I'm hoping Rock and Roman will be this year, but Cena and Rock would definitely be a good one as well. And they could easily do it because we saw everybody returned during the Roman Cody match, so they could play off of that. They always leave us in cliffhangers. I guess that's why we continue to watch, because we never know what's going to happen. Oh, look at Xavier peeping. He's about to turn heel tonight. What are you doing, Butch? Tell him, Kofi. That's right. Yeah, R-Truth is just a legend. He better never leave. I definitely think Xavier is turning tonight at that whole little New Day celebration. Truth is just gold. Anytime he's on the screen, it's just hilarious. I just hate that name. I don't know what it is, but I just do not feel like that's a good name at all. Yes, protect truth at all cost. Shayna just be here to hurt people. I swear. So, since they announced the new title on SmackDown, who do you think should be the first one to hold it? I definitely am going with Naomi or Zelina or Chelsea Green because I love Chelsea Green's character. I think Zoe Stark is really good in the ring. I think that she needs to find a character that fits her really well. I actually think that being with Shayna and Sonya has helped that. I think she's very talented in the ring, though. I actually think all of these women are very talented in the ring. I think Kairi Sane is a little underrated. And I think that's just because she hasn't really like shined on her own. But I think she's really good. I definitely feel like Damage Control is going to win tonight with Dakota Kai coming back. They're going to get her like revenge. Listen, I told you, Shayna's just here to hurt people. That's all she's here for. I think they've pushed a lot of the like the 3 teams a lot lately. And I'm curious to why like they're pushing that so much instead of the tag teams. Because we saw for a while Bianca, Jade, and Naomi together. You've obviously got Damage Control. We've got PFC. So we've seen a lot of the 3 people tag teams, or the 3 people teams rather than tag teams. Which I don't mind because it gives more people a chance to shine. He definitely is bringing the groups back. We've seen a lot more groups lately, and I don't mind that at all. I actually think it gives more people chances to shine, and it gives really more. I mean, it gives a lot of interesting matches. I mean, D Generation X was one of my favorite groups, and at their peak, they had what, like 5 people. I hope the rumors are true that SmackDown and Raw are going to be 3 hours starting the new year, because I think that will also give a lot of the talent and roster more time to shine, and we'll get more matches and more people. Because I think there's a lot of people on the roster currently that aren't highlighted as much as they could be, just because there's not enough time for everything. So if they extend both shows to 3 hours, that would really help that. And I feel like there's so many people that like get drafted and then like you don't see anything of them. And I think again that goes with the just, having not as much time on a show. I don't mind the crossovers either, honestly, because I think it, like, you don't see the same people week to week. For a little while, we were seeing like the same matches pretty much week to week, and that's, with the crossover now, it's kind of been a little more diverse, which I like a lot. It's a little more unexpected. Dakota looks good. I'm so glad she's healthy. So on Twitter there has been rumors that Raw and SmackDown both are going to be 3 hours when in the new year when Raw goes to Netflix, but nothing has been confirmed, so we don't know that for sure. But that has been the rumor. I personally would love that. Oh, Sonya took that one. Not the leg. There's so much talent in the women's division. Like, if you just seriously sit and think about all the women that are on the roster right now, there's so much talent. It's insane. Including NXT. NXT has so many talented women as well. There's people flying everywhere. Holy cow. Oh, Shayna just trying to choke everybody out. Let's see her fly. They look so mad. PFC so mad all the time. Io is building a lot of momentum, but I just don't feel like it makes sense for her to beat Liv. Yes, OG. Listen, y'all, they better be at SmackDown Friday, or I'm going to be very mad. Family. We all do. Sammy Uso. So, do we think that War Games is going to be the four of them versus the four of the new bloodlines, or do we think somebody else is going to be added to that? I think it could go either way. What I really think is going to happen, it's going to be 4x4, and then The Rock's going to interfere. I also think Jacob needs to cut more promos because him on the mic is very good. I think he's underrated. I honestly wish he would turn on Solo and join the OG bloodline. I don't know what to think about Sammy. I mean, I know they all looked like they were together in the end, but I'm just not so sure. We back. Yeah. Jimmy, what's your problem? You need a fifth? Who is their fifth? You got Tama, Tunga. The Rock has to be interfering. Sammy, who you know? Jimmy's so unserious. Y'all, Xavier's stressing. I'm trying to think of who Sammy could recruit. I mean, we've seen Cody kind of interfere with bloodline stuff, but I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe. Obviously not gonna be KO. I guess you could do Randy, but we saw him get hurt on SmackDown, so I don't know if that makes sense either. I don't know. Sammy's got something up his sleeve. I kind of don't want to see Cody involved either. I mean, I feel like we've been there, done that. I would like somebody different. But I don't know who else makes sense. I'm really like thinking in my brain here who makes sense. And really, I mean, I guess Cody is the one that makes the most sense, but I don't want to see that again. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if The Rock joins in, he's going to be on Solo's side. Also, if it's 5-on-5, who else is on Solo's side? Because you got Solo, Tama Tonga, and then you got Jacob. They have to have a fifth member too. I just feel like if it's going to be 5-on-5, The Rock is definitely going to join in on Solo's side. So, I mean, that leaves somebody on the OG Bloodline side, which I guess could be Cody. If they want to really throw a curveball in there, it could be John Cena. Because then that could set him up with whoever he's going to go against in WrestleMania. Could be Randy. Or, since KO's also mad at Roman and all of them, is KO going to join Solo? I mean, I know that's a wild card, but that could happen. KO could join the new bloodline to get revenge on the old bloodline. That would be wild. If they had Randy on one side and then KO on the other, that would put a whole twist on the story. See, I see KO and Randy having another match as well, so that's why I don't know if they would tie them up. I mean, it would make sense, but I also think that they would be stronger going against each other separately. I have to say that NXT's matches are cooking lately. HBK's booking is fantastic. I also would not be disappointed if Kalani won that title back. It's like I called that earlier. Kofi's so unserious. Pete looks so mad all the time. He just looks so mad. Somebody needs to give him a cookie or something. Well, we all should stand up for our truth. His hair get on my nerves. It drive me crazy dangling in my face like that. Put that back in a ponytail or something. And that Kofi and Woods is gonna feud at War Games. I think he turns tonight, and that leads up to a match at War Games. Wow. I really hope that Big E can return at some point in time, even if it's not like for a long period of time. I hope he can have like a match or something. But obviously, I want his health to be like good, but I would love to see Big E back in the ring. We also have the whole Wyatt Six Miz thing. So that could somehow come into this story. Because we saw Miz with the Final Testament. And we've seen them try to, like, sway Woods in their way. So that could kind of come into play. I obviously want Big E's health to come first, but I would also love if he could have, like, a final match when he's healthy or something. And I also would like to see him on the commentary. That would be really good. I love when he does the PLE, like, pre-shows. He's really good on the mic. So when we go to Netflix, are we gonna have this many commercials? Like, I feel like Netflix doesn't have commercials, so are we gonna have any, or is it just gonna be like a 3-hour straight show? I feel like there'll be some commercials, but maybe not to the extent of what this is, which would be nice. I kind of hope they don't have commercials either, but I feel like there'll be like a little bit. I feel like it'll be more so like commercials for like Netflix specifically, like new shows or something like that. But I hope it's not as many as what it is now. I'm probably not going to see the Paul Tyson fight because I will be at SmackDown, so I don't think I'll actually see that. I actually didn't realize they were the same day until I saw the commercial the other day. And then I was like, oh, guess I won't be watching that one. But I'll definitely be keeping up with it on Twitter. Do you think Paul or Tyson wins? I better hope that he doesn't hear you. I'm definitely intrigued by it because a lot of people have like discredited Paul's fights. The ones that he's won and everything, they, have kind of discredited. And I feel like if you take down Mike Tyson, like, I know the man is older, obviously, but he's still Mike Tyson. So I feel like if he takes down Mike Tyson, then that gives him a pretty good leg to stand on. Hello! Thanks for stopping by. I would say if Tyson gets one good hit, though, it could be a knockout for sure because he still has the strength on his side. So that's why I'm a little intrigued to see it. I mean, I feel like you can never count out Mike Tyson, right? Oh, here goes Pete with these fingers. Oh, that actually looked like it hurt. I feel like Kofi still doesn't miss a beat in the ring. He's really good. Oh, Kofi just wants to win something on his own. There's so much tension. Oh, that's it. Xavier's gonna say, I told you so. Yeah, Woods is definitely turning heel. Or they're gonna shock us all and Xavier's gonna turn because he's so mad because he can't win on his own without Woods interfering. Kofi big mad. Did y'all see those Liv Dom shirts that dropped today? They are fire. That was a heck of a move. I was amazed last week and I'm still amazed. Why is Finn so mad? Yeah, Finn ain't happy. Look, Jay back here trying to recruit everybody. Talking to Ray. I'm still stuck on who Sammy's gonna get. I don't know who makes the most sense. I feel like Bronson Reed versus Seth Rollins has been his best storyline. I hope that he can kind of develop out of this feud. But I do agree that his character needs a little more than just being big Bronson Reed. He needs a little more depth to it. But I do think this storyline with Seth has really helped him. Yeah, I think him and Strowman, if they would have continued that or developed that a little more, it would have been really good because it's two monsters going against each other. I also thought that like Omos and Strowman would have been good to see. Again, two monsters against each other. So I wish that would have developed a little more. I feel like sometimes the WWE get like these big guys like that and don't know what to do with them. I mean, we've seen that with Omos and Strowman and Reed. Reed's just now getting his storyline. So I feel like they get like these big guys and aren't really sure what to do with them. I know Omos is still on the roster, but we haven't seen him in a while. I wonder if he will come back or if they'll just release him. I feel like now that MVP is gone, I don't know where he fits in. Oh, stepped on. It's unfortunate that they didn't develop Omos a little better. I feel like he could have had a strong character. Am I the only one that cracks up though when he does his little like step on the stair? Like I feel like it's just supposed to be so impactful, and I'm just like, okay. Like, watch this. What's that supposed to do? There's no telling. He always causing chaos somewhere. We know that. Anyone. Sorry, you guys. I think he's going to keep fighting Seth for a little while. I think that's going to be like a multi-match feud. You don't have to tell Seth twice. But he's going to be waiting for you. Seth ain't even talking. He said, I don't need to talk. They've never ended well for Seth. Seth in the Kim Possible pants. I think Seth and Bronson will fight again at War Games, and then I think their story will be over after that. Now, y'all know security never breaks up anybody. I like Seth either way, too. Healer face, he's awesome. I loved him in the Shield. I loved him when he turned on the Shield. Him and Punk's feud, I think, will be iconic whenever we get that. Bronson's hair is wild. If these guys were real security, they'd be fired in a second. I would love to see a Punk and Seth feud. Like, and I think Punk is kind of a face right now. So when Seth does turn heel, that would make a lot of sense. Bronson had them crazy eyes. So I did not like CM Punk when he was at WWE before. But ever since he came back, I really kind of like him. I like his character, and so I've become a Punk fan. I think Seth and Punk at WrestleMania would be fire. Like, I would be all for that. And I don't know who I would cheer for because I like them both. But I do love Drew McIntyre too. And their feud was so good. I'm gonna make a video of like the matches that I think should happen at WrestleMania, and then once WrestleMania happens, I'm gonna revisit it and see how many I got right because I have lots of ideas for WrestleMania. It's in Vegas, so you gotta go big. Right now, Cody really doesn't have a feud. But if I had to project who I would like him to feud with for WrestleMania, it would be Randy. I would really like a Cody Randy match at WrestleMania. I want to see Legend Killer Randy come back. I'm going to plug in my phone just in case it dies. All right. Because TikTok streams take a lot of your battery. Yes, heel Randy versus face Cody would be very good at WrestleMania, I do think. Yeah, that's definitely gonna. They're gonna have a match at War Games for sure. Next week. Sammy. What? Roman and Seth? Stop, you guys. If I get Seth and Roman back together, I'm going to be ecstatic. Like Shield reunion? Damn. Okay, but hear me out. What if Seth does team with them, turns on Roman, and we get Roman and Seth at WrestleMania? I definitely think Gunther tries to attack Damien in this match. Isn't that what they always do? Rhea is actually hurt, unfortunately, because she has been hurt several times the last year, so that kind of sucks. So she is actually hurt, but they did say that they don't expect it to be as long as they were originally anticipating. Look, Kaiser. Her and Damien as a mixed tag team would be pretty cool. I think Kaiser is kind of underrated in the ring. I know his character kind of is like but I think in the ring he's really talented. They haven't done hardly any of the side by sides tonight, which is weird. Usually they show the commercials and show the um show at the same time. I feel like it's a little weird they haven't done that. I was wondering what that was, but I feel like TikTok filters quite a bit. On another video, I commented and said what like a line that R-Truth said, and I'm not gonna say it just in case they want to filter it again. But I said like a line that R-Truth said in the video, and they were like, we're filtering you." It is what it is. Every time that commercial comes on where it's just quiet, I feel like my like headphone died or something. I checked it earlier because I thought it died, but it was just the commercial was quiet. Out till March? That's way longer than I thought. I thought she was just going to be out to like Royal Rumble and come back. March would be crazy. If she's out till March, I definitely don't see her taking the belt from Liv because I feel like she would only be back a month. It just would not make sense. But then I don't know who takes the belt from Liv. I feel like the PLEs are like one after another. Like I feel like we just had Crown Jewel and like now War Games is 2.5 weeks away. But I'm not complaining at all because it's nice. I don't know if Io will beat Liv. I just don't like there's not that developed storyline behind it. So I don't know if that makes sense. The WWE is all about like that long-term storytelling. I feel like Damien is so good at the ring. I want to see Bad Bunny come back to WWE too. Maybe he'll show up at Royal Rumble. I feel like he was so good in the match that he had. Don't get mad. I like face Damien now, but I'll be honest, when he first turned face, it was hard for me to see him as a face. Like, I just felt like he had that heel energy. But he's now shifted, and so it works out. I do think he is a great heel, though. This didn't work out very well for Kaiser at all. I guess he won't come out and interrupt anymore. Alright, the women's tag team has to be next, right? I have a feeling, guys. I just feel like they're going to lose tonight. I don't know what it is. Here he comes. Y'all, Gunther's stressing. He is rattled. Rock's doing all kinds of stuff. Alright, Sheamus and Braun, is that a little teaser? They're gonna fight for Braun's title that he should not have. It should still be on Jay. I've never watched Speed either. Well, give that title back to Jay and go get the speed championship. Yeah, Jay should not have lost that title. I'm sorry. He could have still been in the Bloodline storyline without losing that title. How do you take a title from a guy that is literally your highest merchandise seller? I'll die on that hill that Jay should have still had that belt. Jim, why are you talking to him? The Bloodline be stressing me out. I don't know what they're doing. You got Jim talking to Braun, Jay talking to Ray, Sammy talking to Seth. I'm gonna need one of those murder mystery boards where they got all the suspects' picture on it. The Bloodline does need Paul Heyman because right now they wildin'. They talking to everybody, scrambling. I just don't know about them. Ava could definitely be special counsel to the new Bloodline, especially if The Rock joins them. That would be cool. I think she'd be really good at that. She's really good at GM at NXT right now, and so I think that would be a really good role for her. I also feel like it would be cool to see Naomi join the Bloodline at some point in time. They have family everywhere, so we could expand this thing many different ways. I want to know what Big Jim's up to with Braun. Why is that the person that he would go to? You know, Jacob versus Cody would probably be very good. I also think Jacob has the strength to be a champion because he's good in the ring and on the mic. I feel like he would be a strong contender for sure. He's got a lot of potential. Oh, what's the Miz up to? I think the Miz is so underrated, you all. Poor Rikishi says a lot of things. I feel like he's always saying something. Carrie about to get got. Y'all quit picking on the Miz. Well, there they are. You ask and you shall receive. Miz, you done messed up. You chose the wrong side. Ooh, if we get the Wyatt Six in the Final Testament, we'll get to see Scarlett in the ring more. I'm here for that. So we're definitely getting the Wyatt Six and Final Testament at War Games. It's far from over, Kyrian. Bo Dallas is killing the Uncle Howdy role. Bray would honestly be so proud. Alright, it's gotta be tag team time. Do you feel a difference in the 2 hour Raws versus the 3 hours? I feel like the first week it was pretty rushed. But I feel like now it kind of just flows just as smooth as the 3 hour ones. Bray will always be one of the best creative minds to hit WWE. The things that he did was just amazing. So we're gonna get probably like, by the time they do entrances, 10 minutes in the tag team match, which is pretty short, honestly. I thought it would be a little longer. I don't hate the 2 hours. I honestly did not like the first one because it was super rushed. And I feel like we didn't get good quality, but I feel like that was just like an adjustment and they figured it out since then. Now we seem to still get good quality matches in the 2 hour time frame. What if Naya and Tiffy come out and interfere in the tag titles? I could definitely see that happening. Yeah, I'm super surprised that the tag title match is only going to get about 10 minutes. I feel like that's super short. I thought it was going to be way longer than that. So I don't know if that means that someone's going to interfere or what. But I still just have a feeling that Liv may be holding up another belt tonight. Oh, shit. No. No. Stop. Oh. Seth killed that. Seth versus Jacob would cook too. Now you know that on Friday night there's going to be tons of signs and chants that say want to be Roman after that line. All right, here's our main event. Raquel doesn't even get her own entrance. Does she have the Rock on her side? I'm pretty sure she has the Rock logo on her side. And on her boots. Has she always had that? Did I miss something? Yes, Raw is taped next week, so there's going to be a ton of spoilers on Twitter tomorrow. So if you don't want to know what happens, stay off Twitter. Maybe she has always had that bull, and I just missed it. I won't lie, I love Jade's entrance. I think it's super cool. I want to see Bianca be champ again. Oh, you know what? You're right. She did come out to that music. That makes sense. Listen, the way they're talking, I just feel like they're losing. Not pinned or submitted 10 straight. WWE has been posting all kinds of live stuff. I feel like it's going to end bad. Yeah, this match is going to be 10 minutes. That, the way things have been going with Tiffany, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Because every time I think she's going to cash in, she doesn't. That's a lot. That speaks volumes for the women's division that they've competed 20 times in just the tag title matches. I don't remember anybody ever cashing in on tag titles. That would be a huge plot twist. I still say she's going to cash in on Nia at some point in time. I just really don't know when at this point. He said, I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's that tension we've been seeing. I think whether you love or hate her character, Liv is so good at just selling everything she does. I feel like she gets, like, WWE writes her a script or writes her a character, and she just truly invests everything in it, which just shows her passion for the company. And I love that. We're getting like 5 minutes for this by the time commercials are over. It's almost a little disappointing. I thought it would be a lot longer. Again, I feel like this is like where they could have done the side by side so that we could still see the match. Finally. I think Jade versus Bianca is another match we're probably going to get at WrestleMania. Jesus. I think Bianca and Jade is what we're going to get at WrestleMania, and I think that match is going to be really, really good. Because they know each other so well from working together so well, so they're going to be able to match each other par for par. I told you. Here they come. But why is she helping live in them? I don't understand. Why would they help them, though? Yes, Naomi. Ooh, we got Unhinged Liv. She mad. Oh. Oh. This is not over. There's gonna be more. Also, that guy signs his fire Matt Eberflus, and I could not agree more. Nia just taking out everybody. They're gonna have the whole women's division out here before it's over with. Okay, Io. Oh, dang. This is chaotic. Chaos. This is not over. All right. Not over. But have a good night, you guys.